fish on.
There he is. Doubled up. Ooh, he's a feisty little fella. There we go. They're still jumping. Topwater action, largemouth bass. Welcome back to the Fisherman's Guide. Randy Deshamp putting us on them again today. We came out to this lake last year. They're intensively managing this lake, and we wanted to come back and see how things have been going. It's looking like it's pretty good so far, huh?
Pretty good. They are.
Y'all stick around. We're gonna do some more of this.
Fisherman's Guide brought to you by the Silver Slipper Casino. Today's episode sponsored by Dad Super Paw, Southern Building Supply, The Hook, Gulf Coast Cuisine, Oddball Tackle, Cedar Swamp Outfitters, Ocean Marine, Sports Trail Trailers, Sportsman Marine, Parker Poles, and Sport Optics.
Growing up as a kid fishing any pond that anybody would let me get into, I had my first experience with topwater throwing probably the old black and gold brokeback Rapala. Now this was a bait that just kind of sat there and you twitched it every now and then, but you'd get great results out of it. Nowadays there are tons of ways you can work topwater. A lot of fun in these ponds around lily pads or topwater frog. One of the easiest baits to use is a buzz bait, and that's what we'll be using today. It's simply cast and retrieve, and whenever that strike happens, hang on, because it's about to get fun. Topwater bites are amazing. They're so much fun because of the visual effect that you get out of it, the rush that you get from seeing that fish strike. It doesn't matter if we're talking about yellowfin tuna, redfish, speckled trout, largemouth bass, or hey, even a brim on a floating fly. It'll really get your blood flowing, and it's a lot of fun. Pretty sunrise over this lake this morning.
Yes, it is.
Tell you, it's nice to have a little change of pace every now and then. I don't get to do this kind of stuff very often. Strike.
Double strike. I hooked on mine.
Oh, got it. Oh! Man, I got 4 hits on the way in on that one cast. Randy was hooked up, lost his fish.
Neither one of us landed out of 2 fish.
That fish, look, that reminded me of a big old redfish coming out of the water after a topwater bait. Did you see how he was gills flared?
I wasn't trying to throw in front of you like that, but I was about to hit you in the head, so I had to stop it.
Oh, there he is. If that don't get your blood pumping, you better go to the doctor, because you got some issues. Oh, here they are. Not all of them. Oh, right there, I wasn't even watching.
Got him?
Yeah, he's a little guy. You were on it 4 times? Get the fish right here. That's a good fish.
Yeah, Ronnie called that one.
There we go. Not as big as I thought he was. He's fat, real fat.
Healthy fish.
Swole up belly.
You know, 3 years ago when we started this, all the fish were slender, skinny, poor. Now you see after the management, these 3 years, they're starting to be healthy. A lot better quality fish.
That one's going back.
Yep.
All right, folks, we're on a private lake in Hancock County. This morning I'm throwing a chartreuse and white buzzbait. I've got the Fisherman Inshore Series 7.3 topwater rod built by Brad Parker of Parker Poles, and we got an Abu Garcia Aura Inshore. This is a phenomenal setup, whether you're walking the dog on top, throwing these buzz baits, whatever, freshwater, saltwater, it's gonna work great for you. Y'all can contact Brad Parker on Facebook or on his website. Just do a search for him and you can pick up one of these same rods in any color you want it. Tell y'all what, 3 casts in a row, topwater bites, good fat little chunky bass. I am having a ball out here. This is just awesome. Look at him. Another perfect example of what we got to take out of here. Got to take the little ones out to provide more food for the big ones and let the big ones keep getting bigger. Get him, Randy.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, good hit. That's fun. What you think, Randy?
They on.
Man, you told me. A little after daylight, they'd start schooling up and feeding, and you nailed it. Is that a pattern you see this time of the year on these fish?
In this lake, it's really a good pattern.
Healthy.
Healthy
Look how
fish.
fat that fish is.
That's why you want all those little ones out of here.
He is eating it up. There's another one there. Go ahead and get him. Hey, y'all stick around. We're gonna keep this party train rolling. We'll be back in a minute.
Come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Hi, this is John from the Silver Slipper, where the casino action is always lively and fun. Now, you already know that we're passionate about our food, and I'm sure you'll be able to find your favorite table game and the newest slot games available whenever you visit us. So now we're happy to introduce our beautiful new beachside hotel with 129 spacious rooms and suites. So for great fun, food, and awesome views, come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Pass a good time at the Silver Slipper.
Building a new home? Build it with brick and roofing from Southern Building Supply. Come see our showroom on County Farm Road in Gulfport. We have a wide range of brick in the most popular styles and colors, and our selection of high-quality shingles can add years to the life of your new roof. Southern Building Supply offers on-site delivery of your new brick and rooftop delivery of your new shingles. We're the only locally owned roofing and brick company. Call us today, 228-539-8380. Southern Building Supply.
So Randy, whenever you're fishing these schooling fish like that and they're coming up and they're feeding, do you want to throw past them or do you want to get it right in the middle of them while they're active?
You can get it right in the middle of them on these schooling
You're not
fish.
going to spook them, huh?
No, it's not going to spook them as bad.
Oh.
He thought about it.
You know, one of the biggest mistakes people make with topwater is snatching the bait away from a fish. Fish comes up and hits it. If they miss it, you gotta have the discipline to sit there and just keep doing what you're doing. If you yank that bait and pull it away, it's over. Game's over. If you keep working it, whether it's a walking the dog bait or one of these buzz baits, and you don't change anything, if he misses it the first time, he's gonna come back and hit it again. And it's not even really a hook set. You just lean into them and keep reeling. They'll set the hook on themselves. Don't snatch the bait away from them. A lot of people won't even look at their topwaters while they're fishing them because they get too excited and they pull it away. Just keep that mindset that you gotta stay slow and steady and keep doing exactly what you're doing. Randy's got one on.
Another one we want to take out. Without getting the hook in the finger.
Look at him tearing it up over there. Now, Randy, do you see, like trout fishing, most of my biggest fish have been caught on topwater. Is it like that with bass, or do you see that the bigger fish?
No. Usually, you'll catch some big fish on other baits, but usually your bigger fish are going to be on topwater baits.
Now, do you think, you know, a bigger fish is a smart fish. It's lived a long time. Do you think it's that reaction strike of the topwater and they're not getting to study the bait as long?
That's exactly right. I think it's both. It is a reaction, and they can't really get
You're
focused
working a
on it and tell
worm
what it is.
real slow on the bottom. They got plenty of time to look at it, see the hook, see the line, check it all out. But that buzz bait or that topwater comes by them and it's just bam, they hit it.
That's it. They can't stand it.
I was just goofing off. Fat little fish.
Oh, I got one on too.
They're thick right in here.
Doing a tail dance for us. Another good pond management fish, lake management fish.
Hey, freshwater, saltwater, it doesn't get any better than topwater. Y'all stick around, we'll be right back.
Just like money in your pocket, that's super pond. When you trade with us, you always get our best. Super deals are wide, whether you sell or buy. We cash checks, we pay bills, we make loans like no one will, and help you keep your pockets filled. Just like money in your pocket, that's super pond.
Hey, I'm Captain Ronnie Daniels with Fisherman's Guide. Today we're here at Cedar Swamp. This is a store that carries what catches fish. For your next outing, freshwater, saltwater, inshore or offshore, Cedar Swamp's got the gear that works.
When it comes to boating, most folks want more features for less cost. And that's what Sportsman Boats is all about. With yacht caliber components, the Sportsman Boats lineup offers bay boats, center consoles, plus tournament class and open cockpit models. To find the perfect fishing machine that puts your family first, contact your nearest Sportsman Boats dealer and discover that with a Sportsman Boat, you can have it all.
Chunky little fella, doubled up, cross action. Now, Randy, this kind of action here, I mean, this is typical of this lake.
Of this
I
lake
would
it is.
assume.
There's not many places like this lake though. Just all pond
Not in
management.
South Mississippi anyways, huh?
Right, it's just all pond management though. So many people just think they can't take fish out of their ponds and lakes because they think they're going to catch them all. But like you said, it's over 3,300 fish out of this lake in 3 years. And you still catch them from all sizes.
I'll tell you what, Brad Parker builds a fine rod. This is a 7.3 Topwater Fisherman Inshore Series. They're not just for saltwater, they work on freshwater too. That one's got it kind of deep in there.
He's wild, isn't he? Okay.
Yep. Is this a...
He probably.
Yeah, he's 17.
Yeah, I knew he was 16 or something.
So everything under
16
goes out of the pond. That stays in, and that's the result of managing a pond.
That's it. We're sticking a small bait here. I put a little small trailer on it. Give it a little more action. These are some custom-built Shamp's Outdoors baits. Make them in 2 sizes. I'm using the smaller one. Ronnie's using the larger one. A lot of people don't like these small wire baits. They do bend, but they catch a lot of fish.
Where do they get? How do they get in touch with you to buy one of those, Randy?
Just give me a call.
What's the number?
228-234-6131.
What's the address up there at your shop?
22168 Highway 53, Gulfport.
There he is. Just like Mr. Randy just told us. Dropped it right in there on top of him as soon as he hit that bait. Oh, he's dabbing. Come here. There we go. Another great little management fish. I'm gonna put this one in the live well, and while I'm doing that, y'all stick around because Dad's Super Pond has got another great pro tip coming up for you. Hey folks, welcome back to another pro tip from the Fisherman's Guide brought to you by Dad's Super Pond. One of the things we're gonna talk about here today is spooling your reels. You don't have good line, you're not gonna land a good fish. Gerald, tell us about this.
All right, a lot of times people will spool up their reels and they're having issues where it just keeps spinning and spinning when they're turning the handle and nothing's coming off. Most of your newer reels are coming super line ready, so they'll have a tape based on the reel, and you can spool it straight onto the reel. You spool your braided line, or your nanofill, your Dyneema line, any super line, your fluorocarbons. On your bait casters, what you want to do is, even if you have a wiffle spool, which is the holes in the arbor, you don't want to take the line and go through the spool. Eventually you're going to damage it. So you want to take and use a piece of electrical tape or masking tape and tape that line to the reel, or use a monofilament about a 5 to 10 yards backing to then spool your line up. You'll find that your performance on the reels, whether it's bait casting or spinning, is going to be a whole lot better than just spinning the reel.
Line technology has come a long ways, almost as far as reel technology or even further. So make sure you spool it up right, you'll have a lot more success. Thank y'all for tuning in today, but stick around because we're not quite done.
We got Rick hopping right now.
Yeah.
You missed him?
Oh,
I missed him, but he got Ronnie.
Got that one. That's a pretty good fish, it feels like. Oh, yeah.
Too quick.
Try to get on him right here because this is a good one. Look.
Good fish, Ronnie.
Boy, I tell you what, whether you're managing deer or managing your bass, this stuff really pays off. That's a nice chunky little 3-4 pound fish. And to watch them explode on that top water, I tell you what, it just doesn't get any better. Fish every day, take people out, watch them having a good time. Get days like today where I get to get on the water and just cut loose and cut up and have a good time. And I thank y'all for sharing it with us. We'll be back again next week with another great episode. We're going to be back on the saltwater. Y'all stick around. Give Randy Deshamp a call if you need any trolling motor repairs or bass lures. He's got it all up there. Shamp's Outdoors, Gulfport, Mississippi. Give us a like on the Facebook page.
This lake is 75 acres. The average water depth is about 5 to 6 foot. That's where we were catching fish last time we were here. Today they were schooling over the deeper part across the front of the dam. It's up to 23 foot deep. Most of the fish were coming in 10 to 15 foot of water. And today I threw the spoon a little bit with the schooling fish. They will hit a spoon, but it's a lot funner on the buzz bait, so we went to strictly to buzz bait. But this time of year, schooling fish, as a good bait is a spoon to use. Today's conditions, it surprised me they were on the buzz bait. Sunny day, slick water, but usually on those conditions we catch more fish on the spoon.
You might be asking yourself, 1,100 fish a year they're taking out of this lake? What are they doing with all those? Well, I can tell you what we're doing with today's. They're not going to the cleaning table. These fish are being relocated. Recently, my family bought a small farm. We got 2 ponds on there. Hey, my kids love fishing, and they're going to be really excited to know that we put 19 bass in there today that'll really bend a cane pole if they can get them on the hook. Y'all stick around. We're going to show you the release of these fish. You know, South Mississippi is not a place that's going to be a destination spot for trophy bass fishing. As a matter of fact, ranked against a lot of other states, it's pretty poor. But if you got the right pond management and a big enough pond, you can grow trophy bass right here in this state that'll rival anything else. And it's showing off in this lake that we fish and that we filmed on, because this guy has got a great stock of fish, and it's due to the hard work that he's put into managing his pond properly.
Hey everybody, Chef Corey Hudson here with Hook Gulf Coast Cuisine. Today we're cooking baby Brin's shrimp and grits.
Come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Hi, this is John from the Silver Slipper, where the casino action is always lively and fun. Now, you already know that we're passionate about our food, and I'm sure you'll be able to find your favorite table game in the newest slot games available whenever you visit us. So now we're happy to introduce our beautiful new beachside hotel with 129 spacious rooms and suites. So for great fun, food, and awesome views, come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Have a good time at the Silver Slipper.
For over 80 years, serious anglers have depended on Penn. You can too. When you get that bite of a lifetime, be confident knowing that Penn is with you. Penn, let the battle begin.
Hey y'all, I'm Corey Hudson, owner of Hook Gulf Coast Cuisine. We're located on Davis Avenue, right here in Pass Christian. Welcome. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and be prepared to get hooked on Hook Gulf Coast Cuisine. Now here at the restaurant we offer shrimp and grits a couple different ways. On our brunch menu we do it more of a seafood broth over creamy grits, and then on our dinner menu we do it with fried grit cakes with a creamy sauce with shrimp and bacon, spinach and tomatoes. For any shrimp and grit recipe or pasta dish, I like to devein the shrimp and take the tails off. Nobody wants to get in there and dig around and try to get the tails off with a fork and a knife. And whenever you butterfly a shrimp, it just looks better on the plate. The presentation, I feel like the shrimp kind of blows up. It kind of doubles in size. It just looks pretty on the plate. Frying the grit cakes versus using creamy grits just offers more body, more texture to the dish. It's like you're cutting into a piece of fish rather than it's like soup or a chowder, if you will. Now with these grits, they're very simple to make. Anybody can do it. All you do is just make your regular instant grits, and then whenever they're done, you just pour them into a sheet pan and cool them overnight. Now you gotta kind of plan ahead if you want to cook this at home. Just make sure you give yourself enough time for the grits to set. But once they set, they'll fall right out of the pan and you can slice them. You can even use cookie cutters if you want to be cute with it. I use triangles because I use a rectangular pan and we have no waste that way. But you bread them just like we do everything else. We dredge them in seasoned white flour, into the egg wash, then the seasoned corn flour. And they're pretty dense, so they'll take a little bit longer in the fryer, but they'll go for about 4 minutes at 350 degrees. But while those are going, we're gonna start our sauce. Now the main ingredient in this is the shrimp. So we live here on the coast, we got an ocean full of the shrimp. We're gonna wanna use a nice jumbo size, like a 1620 or a 2125. If you don't know what that means, that's the count per pound. So 2125 means there's 21 shrimp to 25 shrimp per pound. But this dish, we're going to use about 8 shrimp, 2125, tailless, deveined, and we're going to put them in a medium-sized skillet with a little olive oil, and we're going to turn it on for about 2 minutes. We're going to saute it. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of bacon bits, 6 halved cherry tomatoes, and then we're going to add a pinch of white flour. With that white flour and that butter oil that's in the pan is going to create somewhat of a roux. It's going to thicken the sauce. So then we're going to add about a half a cup of heavy cream. And once that comes to a boil, we're going to add our chopped baby spinach, about 1 cup. It's going to wilt down. A lot of that sauce is just going to eat that spinach up, so you can actually use 2 cups if you really like spinach. And once that starts to thicken up, it's pretty much done. You just season it, salt and pepper, a little Creole seasoning if you want. And then we're just going to pour it over our fried grit cakes. And this is my Southern classic, Baby Brin's Shrimp and Grits.
The Fisherman's Guide brought to you by the Silver Slipper Casino. Today's episode sponsored by Dad Super Pond, Southern Building Supply, The Hook, Gulf Coast Cuisine, Oddball Tackle, Sea to Swamp Outfitters, Ocean Marine, Sports Trail Trailers, Sportsman Marine, Parker Poles, and Sport Optics.